The House That Forgets. They found the house on a gray afternoon, the sky sagging under the weight of unfallen rain. It sat at the edge of a narrow country lane, wrapped in ivy and silence. The estate agent had called it a home with peace in its bones, but the locals had another name for it: the House That Forgets. James and Alara didn't care about ghost stories. They were already haunted by the empty chair at the breakfast table, by the echo of laughter that no longer lived in their home. Their son, Theo, had been gone for almost a year. A slip of the wheel, a scream of brakes, and then nothing but sirens. Since then, grief had been a weight that never lifted. The thought of forgetting, even a little, sounded like mercy. From the first night, the house seemed to breathe with them. Its air smelled faintly of cedar wood and rain-soaked lilies, a scent that lingered in every corner. The lilies became Alara's comfort. She found them growing in the garden, pale yellow and ghostly, though she never remembered planting them. Each morning, she cut a few and placed them in a vase on the dining table. Their scent filled the air, soft, bittersweet, and strangely intoxicating. For a while, they slept soundly. The house cradled them in dreamless nights and quiet mornings. The ache behind Alara's eyes faded. The pictures of Theo still hung on the walls, but she found herself passing them without pain. Sometimes she'd stop, stare, and feel only a faint sense of déjà vu, as if looking at a story someone else had told her long ago. Then one morning, she found James humming in the kitchen, a tune she didn't recognize. "It's Theo's song," he said, smiling. Alara nodded, though she couldn't remember the melody. When she turned on the tap, the water ran clear, but the faint smell of lilies wafted up from the sink. It made her heart twist for reasons she couldn't explain. Days passed. The lilies multiplied in the garden, blooming even in the frost. Their yellow petals glowed faintly at dusk, their scent stronger than ever. Alara began to notice that when she forgot something, a date, a face, a piece of laughter, more lilies would appear by morning, fresh and dew-drenched. Then came the day she couldn't recall her wedding anniversary, and the night she couldn't remember the sound of her son's voice. And finally, the morning she woke beside James and did not know his name. Panic clawed at her chest. She started writing reminders on scraps of paper. "We had a son named Theo. He loved kites. He called me Mama, not Mom." But every morning, the papers vanished. In their place, she found petals, soft, damp, and smelling of lilies. One night, unable to bear it, Alara followed the scent through the house. The hallways seemed longer than before, stretching and twisting. She came upon a door she didn't remember, slightly ajar, light spilling from within. The air was thick with the floral sweetness that had become her torment. Inside, the walls pulsed faintly with life. Faces pressed against them, translucent, whispering. And among them, she saw Theo. His eyes met hers, full of love and sorrow. His small hand reached out through the wavering surface. "Mom," he whispered. "You forgot me." Alara fell to her knees. "I didn't mean to. I tried to remember." The walls whispered back. "The house remembers for you." The lilies trembled in their vase, their petals browned, curling in the candlelight. She stumbled back to find James staring into the fireplace, his eyes dull. "James," she gasped, "we have to leave." He turned slowly, confusion painting his face. "Who are you?" The vase shattered behind her, scattering wilted petals across the floor. The air grew heavy, humming softly, the house breathing again, swallowing another name. When the estate agent returned weeks later, the house stood quiet and immaculate, its garden overflowing with lilies, pale yellow and sweetly perfumed. A new couple arrived. "It's beautiful," the woman said, brushing her hand across the blooms. "They say it helps people heal," the agent smiled. "A home that lets you forget." From an upstairs window, a curtain fluttered, and deep within the walls, beneath the murmur of old wood, a child's whisper lingered, faint and pleading, "Don't let the lilies grow.